fight. A TV show that felt just right. But crash it did, no chance to soar. Now it's lying on the cutting room floor. Welcome to the pilot's graveyard, where dreams are dashed and plans are scarred. A laugh, a tear, a tale untold. Stories of shows that never got sold. A cowboy show with robots too. A cooking show with kangaroo stew. They thought it'd work, it'd be a hit. But the network said, no, this ain't it. Welcome to the pilot's graveyard, where dreams are dashed and plans are scarred. A laugh, a tear, a tale untold. Stories of shows that never got sold.
Hello and welcome to the Pilot's Graveyard, episode number 12. This week we're going to be looking at another fictional character that they tried to bring to television. Also another one of my favorites. Last week we looked at The Shadow. This week we're looking at the comic strip character, the Phantom. This was a character who was also brought to the big screen in the 90s. The movie with Billy Zane playing the Phantom, from the long-running comic strip that I always enjoyed reading as a child. This is an attempt to bring it to the small screen. The version we have online, I remember being sold as a bootleg, basically a VHS at conventions and things, because it never aired. They had attempted to write like 3 scripts based on input from King's Features and from Falk, the man who created the Phantom in the comic strips, but it just didn't sell. So what we have is a rough cut of a 30-minute pilot. It's not the best quality in the world. Sound's not great, image is not great, but it's interesting to watch, because you had some really well-known people in it. Paulette Goddard, who was a big star in the golden age of Hollywood, was even up for the role of Scarlett O'Hara in Gone with the Wind. You have Lon Chaney Jr., who played the Wolfman, of course, in the Universal classics, and played the Mummy and played Dracula's son, just many roles. He's in this. And you have Richard Kiel, who played Jaws in the James Bond films. And a lot of you here will probably remember him as Eog, the caveman in that movie with Arch Hall. This was 1961 when this was produced. I believe it was shot a little earlier than that, probably in the late 50s. And Roger Creed is the one they got to play the Phantom. Now, he was a former stuntman. And got the chance to do this role. So let's take a look at this pilot and we'll come back and talk about
it. Come on, Joe, get up.
Jed, turn one of the leopards loose. They can't be too far away.
Johnson, let him go.
The Phantom, the Phantom. The natives call him the ghost who walks. The tom-toms call him when he talks. The Phantom. The Phantom.
Wait! I can't make it. Joe, come on, the cats are coming. You can make it.
No one escapes from the Harris plantation.
Yes, but underline that, please.
Yes, sir.
Come in. Hello, Devil. Glad to see you, Walker.
Always a pleasure, Commissioner.
Carry on with that later, will you, Lieutenant?
Yes, sir.
I want to show you the report on that convict you saved last night. It happens to be Vince Howard, my undercover agent at the Harris plantation.
What was Vince working on?
Some rather unusual death reports, irregularities in the treatment of the prisoners, even milking them of some of their money.
Why wasn't their contract canceled?
No proof. Doesn't sound pucker to me.
Well, apparently your man was close to the answer.
Commissioner Mallory here. Speaking. Yes. The hospital. Oh, how is he? Oh. He did. Just a moment. I think we have something here. What did he say? Tell Hardy Barney will die. Mrs. Harris. Is that all? And thanks awfully. Bit of a riddle, what?
I'd like to finish the job for Vince.
Rather a nasty mess out there. And how am I going to keep in touch with you?
We'll use Devil. That answer your question?
Where would you stop?
Those three names. Hardy, Barney, Mrs. Harris.
You won't escape with this leopard bait I'm spraying on you. Supply truck coming! Come on, you bonehead, try it out! Oh, hi, Doc. Hi. How many boneheads you got today? I got 4 for your pick and shovel game, Jed. Healthy? Well, one of them looks like he got a knot on the side of his head, but 3 out of 4 isn't bad. Well, I'll put a knot on the other side of his head. He don't behave himself around here.
Nice.
These are the new boneheads. This here's Mrs. Harris. Her word's law on this plantation, and that's one law that nobody breaks. Now, she gets paid for every mile of road that she pushes through this rotten jungle. If she don't deliver, she don't get paid. Now, don't anybody get the idea of laying down on the job. You're here to work, and I'm here to see that you do.
And remember, no one escapes. Do they, baby?
All right. Come on, I'll get you your gear. And I'm going to spray you down with leopard bait. Give him some blankets, Hardy.
Got some of that medicine for me, Doc?
Have you got the money?
Yeah, I got it. This wasn't easy to come by.
You plan on a break, Mike.
What do you care? You got your money.
You'll never make it. Don't forget, you covered the leopard bait.
I'll make it. Bait or no bait. I got a plan.
Doc, that medicine you've been giving Barney, it don't seem to be helping much.
All right. Let's take a look at him.
What's he been treated for?
Anemia and asthma, so Doc says.
He should be in a hospital.
We got another file deal going. Here's the money.
Who did you sell it to this time?
Big Mike.
We'll give him a search as soon as the doc's gone.
No, we need Big Mike. We'll just keep an eye on him.
While you're at it, I'd keep an eye on that new man, Walker.
Why?
Well, he's real smart. He got curious about Barney. It just doesn't add up.
Think maybe the commissioner sent him down here to spy on us?
If there's any doubt, he goes.
Well, what are we going to do, boss? Set him up for a break like we did Vince?
No, we'll use Big Mike. He'll get rid of Mr. Walker for us.
We got plans. He's got a small plantation. We're going to work it when we get out of this stinking hole.
Did you or Barney ever see or hear anything out of the ordinary around here?
I don't follow you.
Anything that Mrs. Harris or Jed wouldn't want the authorities to know about?
He told me he saw Mrs. Harris goad Big Mike into beating a prisoner to death.
Maybe that's why they're letting Barney die. Hardy, I can help you get Barney out of here.
How?
By your testifying against Mrs. Harris and the others.
Vince said the same thing, but he didn't get out. I heard all about it. Nobody gets out. Not with those cats around. Good boy, Devil. Go, Devil, go.
This ain't even good, man. That's just plain fun.
I'll take care of him for you, Dick. Get him! Use your rifle!
Don't kill him! Get the net!
All right! Now take him!
Now! Chain him to the tree!
You cool off when he's baked in the sun all day.
Toss down the file, Mike.
What file?
The one you bought from Doc.
So Doc told you.
No, Walker, the new man.
That's Squealer.
You get Walker, and my report will read that he started the fight and you killed him in self-defense.
Now, have you got that through your thick head, Mike?
Yeah. Start writing your report.
This is your last chance. If you don't agree to testify, Barney will die before you ever get him out of here. That'll be the end of your dream. You'll never have your plantation.
You sure the patrol's coming out? They'll be here today. If I do testify, How do I know Barney and I will be protected?
You'll be placed under guard and taken back to headquarters.
Sounds good.
But a commissioner is personally guaranteeing your protection.
I'll have to think it over.
Mike, take the team and give Walker and Hardy a hand. And remember, I'll be watching you every minute.
Looks like you stirred up an hornet's nest last night.
What do you mean?
The same kind of deal Mrs. Harris had last time Big Mike killed a prisoner. I think you're being set up.
Let's go over here.
So you're blind, Walker. You told Mrs. Harris about the file Doc slipped me.
If Mrs. Harris told you I said anything about a file, she lied.
He's right, Mike.
You stay out of this, Hardy. This is between Walker and me.
But I'm telling you, Mike, you're all wrong. Now, don't you see? This is just like the other one.
You're making a big mistake.
You're the one that's making a mistake, and you're last one.
I'll be right back.
You all right?
Yeah.
Give me your shirt. Quick. Hide in the brush until the patrol gets here.
I hope you're right. What happened?
You fool! Shoot him!
Take it, devil. Drop it on the trail. Go.
Hold it now. They separated. Johnson, you follow that trail. I'll take this one.
Right out.
Johnson. Over here. here, Johnny.
There he is. It's the Phantom.
Turn the camera.
Stand out, men. He won't get far with that cat on his trail.
You get him, Doc Saunders. Then you have all people just like Phantom say.
Don't worry, Chano. We'll pick him up. All right, driver. Take off. Don't worry about Barney. We'll get him to the hospital immediately.
Thank you, sir.
And Hardy,
Yes, sir.
for your cooperation, perhaps the commissioner can help you and Barney get your time reduced.
Thank you, sir. Sir, if you see Mr. Walker, thank him for Barney and me.
I'll do that.
Me do that now.
The Phantom, the Phantom.
So that was a pilot for the proposed TV series based on the comic strip The Phantom. As I said, it's not the greatest looking clip that we have from it. It's kind of washed out, not really good sound, but you can kind of see what they were going for at least. It's hard to tell, really. This seems like they were just doing a story from the middle. They didn't try to work in any of the backstory or the motivations of the characters or anything. They didn't use the skull ring at all, which was a big part of what I enjoyed with the character, where he left the mark of the skull with his ring anytime he punched out a bad guy. Lon Chaney, by this point, who played the overseer, Jed, was, of course, deep into alcoholism and was taking pretty much any film roles he could get. Paulette Goddard had been big in Hollywood in the 30s and 40s, but was, doing smaller roles on television. Richard Kyle is really good here as Big Mike. Again, he played Jaws in the James Bond series, And the interesting thing is he was in Eog, which is an Arch Hall Jr. film, as the caveman. And the actress that's in there with him, Marilyn Manning, who played Dixie, they said that she was cast as Diana Palmer in this TV series that was being proposed, but didn't appear in the pilot. Now, if you've seen Eog, of course, Marilyn Manning really looks the part of Diana Palmer. Now, whether she could act well enough to pull it off, I guess we'll never know. But they did have other aspects of the comic strip in there. We had Devil, of course, the dog, Hero, the horse, the Jungle Patrol that Phantom worked for many times. It was interesting to see him in the Mr. Walker role when he's talking to the commissioner. That's pretty much the way he looked in the comic, with the trench coat and the sunglasses and the hat pulled down when he was portraying Mr. Walker. And they always had the little asterisk after Mr. Walker that said, "For the Ghost Who Walks," which was a nickname that he went by sometimes. Roger Creed really doesn't have a whole lot to do as the Phantom, except, be stalwart and sort of square-jawed. But he does fine in the role. The Phantom ran in the comic strips from like 1936 and still running today. When you can find comic strips, of course, they don't carry them in many newspapers, and not many places have newspapers anymore. But you can still find it online. And like I said, they did do other versions of the Phantom for the big screen. They did it with 1996 with Billy Zane. Had a much better looking costume than that was in this pilot. Of course, the one for the 1996 Phantom was done by the Jim Henson Creature Shop, which kind of gave it that look of muscles and light and dark built into the purple. There was also a serial in 1943 with Tom Tyler, which is pretty good if you check it out. And the Phantom, there was a live-action miniseries on Sci-Fi in 2009. There's animated series. There was Defenders of the Earth, where the Phantom and Mandrake, the Magician, and Flash Gordon all team up. And then there's the Phantom 2040, which ran for 2 series in 94 and 96. But this was, an attempt to get it done. It was sort of like a Lone Ranger-ish Tarzan Jungle Jim type adventure for half an hour. Probably would have played in those same kind of time frames and been mostly maybe a kid's feature. But it just didn't sell. And there's, the Phantom has not been really brought to much in popular culture lately. So maybe it's due for a comeback. But like I said, that was the Phantom. We did the Shadow last week, and we did the Phantom this week. I think next week we're going to be looking at the other big character that came to the screen in the 90s, Dick Tracy, because there is a TV pilot version for a live-action Dick Tracy. So we'll check that out next time. So until then, this is Scott Free signing off from the Pilot's Graveyard. Hope you enjoyed that, and we will see you later.
Welcome to the Pilot's Graveyard, where dreams are dashed and plans are scarred. Alive, a tear, a tale untold. Stories of shows that never got sold. Stories of shows that never got sold.